London, January 1997. Dear Joe, do I want you to write me? Indeed I do. I do not want most people to write, but I do want you to do it. The others break my heart, but you will not. You have a something divine in you that is not in other men. You have the touch that heals, not lacerates. And you know the secret places of our hearts. You know our life, the outside of it, as the others do, and the inside of it, which they do not. You have seen our whole voyage. You have seen us go to sea, a cloud of sail, and the flag at the peak. And you see us now, chartless, adrift, derelicts, battered, waterlogged. Our sails a ruck of rags, our pride gone, for it is gone, and there is nothing in its place. The vanity of life was all we had, and there is no more vanity left in us. We are even ashamed of that we had, ashamed that we trusted the promises of life and builded high to come to this. I did know that Susy was part of us. I did not know that she could go away. I did not know that she could go away and take our lives with her, yet leave our dull bodies behind. And I did not know what she was. To me she was but treasure in the bank, the amount known, the need to look at it daily, handle it, weigh it, count it, realize it, not necessary. But now that I would do it, it is too late. They tell me it is not there, has vanished away in a night. The bank is broken, my fortune is gone. I am a pauper. How am I to comprehend this? How am I to have it? Why am I robbed, and who is benefited? Ah, well, Susy died at home. She had that privilege. Her dying eyes rested upon nothing that was strange to them, but only upon things which they had known and loved always, and which had made her young years glad. And she had you, and Sue, and Katy, and John, and Ellen. This was happy fortune. I am thankful that it was vouchsafed to her. If she had died in another house, well, I think I could not have borne that. To us, our house was not unsentient matter. It had a heart and a soul, and eyes to see us with, and approvals and solicitudes and deep sympathies. It was of us, and we were in its confidence, and lived in its grace and in the peace of its benediction. We never came home from an absence that its face did not light up and speak out its eloquent welcome, and we could not enter it unmoved. And could we now, oh now, in spirit we should enter it unshod. I am trying to add to the assets which you estimate so generously. No, I am not. The thought is not in my mind. My purpose is other. I am working, but it is for the sake of the work. the surcease of sorrow that is found there. I work all the days, and trouble vanishes away when I use that magic. This book will not long stand between it and me now, but that is no matter. I have many unwritten books to fly to for my preservation. The interval between the finishing of this one and the beginning of the next will not be more than an hour at most. Continuances, I mean, for 2 of them are already well along, in fact have reached exactly the same stage in their journey, 19,000 words each. The present one will contain 180,000 words. 130,000 are done. I am well protected, but Livy, she has nothing in the world to turn to, nothing but housekeeping and doing things for the children and me. She does not see people and cannot. Books have lost their interest for her. She sits solitary, and all the day and all the days wonders how it all happened and why. We others were always busy with our affairs, but Susy was her comrade, had to be driven from her loving persecutions, sometimes at 1 in the morning. To Livy the persecutions were welcome. It was heaven to her to be plagued like that, but it is ended now. Livy stands so in need of help, and none among us all could help her like you. Some day you and I will walk again, Joe, and talk. I hope so. We could have such talks. We are all grateful to you in Harmony. How grateful it is not given to us to say in words. We pay as we can, in love, and in this coin, practicing no economy. Goodbye, dear old Joe. Mark.